Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Doskvol's Dead here on Game Nights. I'm your host and your game master, Savvy, and we're here to play some Blades in the Dark. And I'm very excited because we missed last week because I had a migraine, and I feel much better today, and now we're here. Yay! We're gonna play Blades in the Dark today, and I'm very excited. Before we get down to it, let me tell you a little bit about what we got going on the channel this week, because we have a lot. Our schedule is very full again, and I'm so excited as we get to hang out and play games and be with you guys, and I'm very excited about it. Our next live stream after this will be tomorrow. It is the other game that I run on this channel. It's tomorrow night, Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called The Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. It's Dungeons and Dragons in the Strixhaven setting. And so it's a bunch of goobers at Magic College, which has been just an absolute blast so far. And a couple of these folks, they're on this side of me. A couple of these folks, these two specifically, are in it. And then we've got, I think, our regularly scheduled streams for the rest of the week. What's Tuesday Crew this week, Alex?
It's the Squire Squad.
Squire Squad on Tuesday night, where they're playing Masks. Alex and LB and a couple of other friends are there. Thursday, Elegant Creatures, where we play Urban Shadows with a little Good Society sprinkled in. Friday, Neon Gods, where we just play Good Society and just really fuck each other up. Just really, really fuck each other up. It's been really fun.
That important,
so far.
that sentence?
Yes. Extremely important. And then Saturday we'll be back around for Pathfinder. Yeah. And then this again on Sunday, as always. And that's sort of what we got going on this week. We're only dark on Wednesdays, so if you turn us on pretty much every evening, we're here doing something. Yeah, that's it. I don't really have any announcements except we've got a merch store that you can buy stuff in. We've got new tank tops and mugs and stuff that say wake up every day and fight karma barehanded. Just a dumb thing I said last time I played Destiny. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let my friends here, my lovely cast, introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, and everybody's in a different order. So I'll call on you. First up is still Sid.
Okay, that's not different. Hello, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, generally doing TTRPG shenanigans on the internet. Yeah, I'm here several nights a week. A lot of games I'm in have already been mentioned, like that game that I run on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern. It's Urban Shadows, called Elegant Creatures, with monster fucking and smooches. And I'm very excited for this Thursday because I'm going to introduce something new, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, check that out this Thursday. No, it's actually going to be fun. Like, don't freak out. You guys are going to actually like it, I think. Anyway, when I'm not here, you can find me over on twitch.tv/critical misses on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern, playing some more Good Society. Can you tell I like Good Society? I played a lot. It's great. Lots and lots of fun. And for one more week, next Sunday, you can find me very early in the morning, 10 o'clock Eastern, over on twitch.tv/the Hype Goblin, playing some Fate. We're Mech Squad. We're Junkers. We went to Neptune, and we're ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. We had our first session today. Last session next week. Should be cool. Today I'm playing Barbara, aka Bricks, and she's the group's cutter. She hit things,
and we love that about her. Next up is Val.
Oh boy, what do I do? I'm going so much earlier. Hi everyone, I'm Val. You can find me with Kraten's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. I brought together the crew. I co-facilitate the Neon Gods squad on Fridays, so come join us for that this coming Friday. And I also run a game called Saturday Night's Star Power, which we had a session of yesterday, which is Fate in a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Jujutsu Kaisen anime-inspired bullshit game that we've been doing for some time now, and it's reaching a conclusion of some sort. Who knows what that will be? Probably in the next 3 or 4 sessions. So jump on it now and see how the wild ride ends. And I'll also go ahead and say, because I keep forgetting to do this now that I've given the green light to, I will also be off this channel. Surprise, surprise, I exist other places on the internet, starting at some point over on LB Hackamop's channel. I don't have a confirmed date yet. I will leave that to LB to talk about. When they move back to Dungeons & Dragons, I'll be joining them for that. So very excited to be there. So, but tonight I will be playing Bron, aka Omen, who is the Hound.
Thank you very much. Next up, first in the combo cam, LB.
It's me. Hello, I'm LB Hackamup. You can find me at LB Hackamup on the Twitters and the Twitches, where I'll be live next at 8:30 p.m. EST playing our Masks game tonight, which is in the midst of wrapping up. I have plans for this evening, and so do they. So it's going to be fun, and then we'll be in the final battle, I think, fairly soon. So that's going to be fun, and we're going to get into D&D after that. We're going to go back to our Playthings of the Gods with some new cast members, most of which are here. Sorry, Sid. Maybe you can guess. But that's me tonight. I'm playing Jemma, aka...
I didn't want to play D&D anyway.
Well, you were in the last episode.
I was.
You
That's
were.
true.
Yes. But I'm gonna be playing Jemma, aka Volpe. She is the slide.
Thank you very much. Alex, you're last today.
Yes, hello, I'm Alex, the last one today. I'm some guy on the internets. I'm mostly here on this channel Tuesdays, either running Squire Squad, our Masks game, or playing in Escape Velocity, our Stars Without Number game. Also on Thursday, Saturdays, sometimes when I'm running Pathfinder there, and then in this slot right here, right now. And as everyone has said, basically also in the Masks game on LB's channel later. But for this game, I am playing Logan, aka Spice, who is the Leech.
Wonderful. That's our cast of characters for the day. Are we ready to get started? Okay. This one's gonna be full of chaos. You've been warned. So last time, I didn't really write a recap because so much happened. I'm gonna solicit you all here a little bit for our memory of what happened last time, because it was a lot, and I would like to sort of pull, instead of just reading a recap, I would like to sort of pull out what you all feel were the most important points of what happened last time. But we started our score. The four of you set up a pretty good plan, I would say, to kidnap Simon Chiswick, the freethinker, philosopher, and notorious factory troublemaker, from his home in the middle of the night. How did it go?
So good. We already
Initially,
finished it.
great. We planned it out. We found a little stakeout point across the street.
What plan did we make?
No, we had the stakeout point across the street.
We had a really good plan.
We had
It's
a
a really
great
good plan.
plan. It just...
And then Bron had
had 12% of
one
the plan.
little hiccup, and everybody lost their minds.
So yeah. Bron snuck in from the roof
Yes.
Down through
with
the
Logan's
attic.
help.
with Logan's help and found Simon's room,
Mhm.
which
I
went
punked
back
him with a ghost.
and watched that whole exchange, and it was just
So
as
good.
funny as I remembered it being. Sent Helsing
Wouldn't answer the
in,
dang door.
Helsing the ghost dog in to hide under his bed and scare him out into the hall. Bron tried to clock him with, I think, I don't remember, the butt of your gun or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And rolled very poorly. So hit Simon, did not knock him unconscious. Simon yelled, and immediately everyone else sprung into action. And it sort of went downhill from there. Logan almost falling out of the attic clumsily. And Barbara kicking in the front door.
In her defense, Jemma yelled for her to kick in the door, and
Yes.
she listened.
And if
Barbara
Jemma
did what
asked
she
you to
was
run
told.
off jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm very convincing.
And then Jemma started screaming a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
pretty incoherently. Also rewatched that bit, just as funny as I remember it. And Jemma started screaming, alerting some nearby bluecoats, who are, for those who are not familiar with the setting, the police force. They wear blue coats, who tried to respond calmly, but she continued screaming and wailing. And so they began to escort her out of the neighborhood where you find yourselves in Silk Shore. So Gemma's being led away by the police. Barbara
Is
has
following close behind at this
Okay.
point, but nonchalantly.
Yeah, because Barbara, I think, had run back to the stakeout point across the street. So
Yes.
Barbara is following from a distance, and Logan and Bron have Simon, and were making their way out of his room. And where last we left off, you had looked up and seen all of the strange things that Simon had in his room, including a wall full of glowing jars and a lot of maps and documents and red string and thumbtacks and stuff.
Yes.
So, I don't know who to start with, is the thing. Let's start with whoever. Let's start with Bron and Logan and Simon, who are in the house currently. Let me get our music back on here. What's going on? What are you guys doing?
So we hit him with the trance powder, and that was the successful pull.
Yes.
So the
Yes,
plan
so he's
is,
entranced.
yeah. So I think the idea is just to get him to follow us and stay quiet. And I think probably try and go back out the roof rather than emerge out the door into all this chaos.
Okay. So, back up, Bron, unless you object.
No,
to this
I was
plan.
debating whether Bron wants to do anything. It has any sort of interest in all of the red string conspiracy stuff on it, but I think we'll just ask him about it when we get the chance.
Sure. That seems fair. Okay, so by this point, some more lights have come on in the house. People heard the front door being kicked in and the screaming outside, as well as the yell from inside Simon's room. So as you leave his room, you start to hear sort of people shuffling around and a couple of doors opening.
I think Bron cocks their gun loudly and says, "You don't want to get shot. Stay inside your rooms."
Okay.
It's the best bet that I've got here to keep people from coming out and seeing us.
Yeah. Can you roll something
Yeah.
for me?
Maybe
That's
command?
Yeah, that's like intimidating or threatening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Command is good.
You know what? I'm gonna mark stress to hopefully succeed on this.
Some of you are gonna need to deal with your stress levels.
Yeah. Bron is stressed right now. It says risky, controlled, or desperate. This feels desperate.
This is desperate. We're all kind of desperate, I think, at this point.
Effect.
I think this is great for me personally.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
It's a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so it's 6. Yeah, so mark your XP for your desperate action, but that's a success. So you cock the gun very loudly. And a couple of doors I think have started to open, and Bron, as soon as you say this, they just slam back shut. Not wanting to deal with whatever that is. Nobody in this house, I think, wants to be a hero. So you head back up a floor, and you're going out through the attic, through the hole in the roof.
Yeah, resetting the ladder, getting us out into the attic, gonna take the ladder away so that, it's less obvious of, oh, hey, we exited via the roof.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll to climb back out. This seems silly. I feel like you probably would have prepared for that. So yeah, you climb back out, and you have to sort of boost each other up, and then I just pull Simon up with you.
Yeah.
Onto the roof. He still seems pretty unfazed by everything that's going on, and is just kind of happily following along. You seal the hole that you created, or you don't have to, I guess.
I mean, I don't know if I have something in the fine wrecking tools for that specifically. I'm also having to. I mean, I have a mallet and steel spike, so I could I cut a hole, I can nail the hole back in.
I'll say you can at least put the shingles back over top or something, so it's not just obvious that there's a giant hole in the roof. But again, I assume you probably don't want to spend too much time.
Yeah, I mean, we had been
worrying
planning to
about
cut
it.
a hole in the roof. I imagine that we have something to patch it.
Yeah.
At least to patch it so it's not
Yeah.
obvious. That's fine. I'm not overly concerned about it. So yeah, and then you start to, with Simon in tow, make your way off the roof.
Yeah, I think Bron just does a quick whistle to call Helsing, and just mutters down to the dog, track red. Go boy.
He nods. I don't know. He acknowledges you, and
Who got her, Raggy?
sort of disappears, and a little goes
Ruh-roh.
poof. I assume you're sending him to follow Jemma.
Yeah.
All right.
So Barbara is the one who always has chains and manacles, right?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we could we have borrowed them? Well, I'm thinking it would have made sense for Bron to have something to restrain Simon in case this got messy.
Yeah.
Probably.
Barbara, do you think maybe you would have handed them over right beforehand, or?
You can have my manacles that I, for some reason, have on me at all times.
I'm
Absolutely.
fine with that. That makes
Just
sense to
think
me.
about Apocalypse World, and you have infinite knives for some.
Infinite
It was
knives.
do the things we just always have. We have infinite of them.
Yeah.
Infinite
all I-
knives is my favorite thing in Apocalypse. So
I have
good.
electroplasmic ammunition. I could just shoot him with
I'm
that.
sorry, you
and
have
see how
what?
that works. Electroplasmic ammunition.
What is that?
I assume it's ghost shooting ammo. It's something I always have.
Electroplasmic.
Ammunition.
So there's electricity involved.
Mm-hmm.
it like a
And there's
taser shot?
Plaz.
A bandolier of electroplasmic ammo, especially potent against spirits, but less effective against physical targets. The electrical charge is enough to stun a person, but does very little real harm. Several hits might incapacitate a human target. This ammunition is especially reactive in the ghost field. Make a 4 o'clock call to attention from the spirit wardens and ticket for every operation in which this ammo was used.
Okay. So ghost interfering bullets.
Yeah, but also tasing
Okay.
bullets. Potentially.
Oh, some of our folks in chat have just discovered there are ghosts in this game.
And vampires.
And vampires. And other things.
I guess I could have shot him with that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's fine. It's too late now.
Well, you didn't. You guys could have done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I thought back, like, as we were doing a recap, I was like, we could have done, like, a flashback when things started to go bad about, like, hey, so what happens? What should we do if things go bad? And had a conversation about it.
Yep.
Rather than
We're all learning how to play this game.
doing
Exactly.
everything.
This is
It's
more
true.
fun, though. So,
Yeah.
I imagine you have some, like, rope ladder or something that is set up that helped you get up on this roof.
Yeah.
You can climb down so Simon can follow you, and then you either have or now restrain him using the manacles that Barbara handed over. I want to leave you guys in a dark, shady alley for a moment. Stay right there. I'll be back. Jemma.
Hello.
Hi. So you've done a lot of screaming and yelling.
Yes.
And you are now on either side, sort of either arm is being held by one or the other of these blue coats who are attempting to escort you out of the neighborhood.
Yes.
What are you doing?
She's gonna
And
start
Barbara, you're
calming
watching
down.
this.
Jemma's gonna start calming down, becoming more coherent in her dialogue, and she's, oh, thank you, officers, so much. This just really startled me. I don't know what was happening, and it was really late, and I'm not used to this area, and I think I'm okay now. I think I shouldn't be traveling by myself at night. It's just not good for my disposition.
Okay. That sounds like a sway.
Sure is. I'll go ahead and push it. Take 2 stress.
2
I'll
stress
take
for an extra
stress.
die.
I'm not that stressed right now. What is this risky?
Yeah.
Okay. Effects standard. And then I get to put, okay, bonus dice 1. Let's go. It's a 4.
Okay. So that's partial success. I think
And I'll use my mesmerism on this.
ooh, what's that?
When you sway someone, you can cause them to forget that it's happened until the next time they interact with you.
How do you do that?
I'm very convincing, and then I think it's more of like the way she speaks to people. Like she, you know how like in TV shows people are like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine, and they're like, oh okay, and then they walk away and they're like, wait a minute, it's not fine.
Just kind of like in the moment.
Yes,
maybe,
yeah.
Maybe it
She knows
wasn't
how
as
to-
bad as they thought it
Yeah.
was.
Play the situation, and then later on, if she sees them, they're like, hey, wait a minute, weren't you the one that freaked? I forgot about you.
Hey you. Okay, I'll say I don't think they're fully convinced. But I think you've convinced one more than the other.
Yeah.
And I think you see them look at each other, and there is this moment of they're not quite sure what to do. So you have an opening.
Okay. She's going to gonna just I think if you guys could just drop me off on my street and make sure I make it to my house, okay? I think that'll make me feel better. If that's okay. I know you guys are busy.
They sort of look at each other, and I think you see one of them nod. The other lets go of you. One of them still kind of holding loosely to. They're not like forcing you or anything, but they're holding loosely to your arm. Says, "All right, I'll walk you back."
Thank you so much. I know you guys work really hard, and you're big and strong, and it's just I hate to take up your time with this, and so thank you.
You can save it.
Thank you.
Where do you live?
About 2 streets over. I'll show you. And she'll start to continuing to lead them away from the crime scene.
Okay, so one of them is gonna go with you.
Okay.
The other is going to sort of hang back, and I think turns around and starts making their way back toward the house.
I'm following that one.
Okay. Jemma, you lead this cop a couple of streets over, and
she'll say, "I'm just
pick a house."
Thank you so much. Yeah, she'll just pick a house and wave, get to the door, take out a key, wave to him, start fiddling with the key, and slip away, sort of thing.
Okay.
Not go in the house, obviously.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me.
Would that be a
It's like
prowl?
unseen, a prowl, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can never remember what the names of this. I need to just pull up the
Everything
list.
normal?
Yeah.
Please. It's a 4.
Okay. Oh boy. That's a partial success. Okay. You sort of fiddle with it, and I think you realize that he is sort of standing there, waiting to make sure you actually go inside somewhere. So you fiddle with the door for a moment, and then try to slip around the side of the building. And I think you hear, he doesn't say anything, but I think there is this moment where you hear sort of on the wood of the one of these suspended walkways, you hear footsteps following you.
Okay.
And he sort of follows you, kind of peers around into the alley to see what you're doing.
I'm going to attempt to disappear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll one more time. This one I think is desperate because you're about to get in a lot of trouble.
It's alright, I got a dagger. Ugh. Nope.
Okay. That's a 2. Well, mark your XP for your desperate action.
In the skill.
You walk around into the alley, and I think it's less of an alley, and just more of kind of a short, a little bigger than an alcove would be per se, but it just doesn't go very far back. And I think you realize that you have sort of misstepped a little bit, and you've hit a dead end, and there's not anywhere for you to go. And so the blue coat is sort of standing, blocking your way out of the alley. It says, "All right, what's going on here?"
Okay, Jemma is going to, boy, that's a good question.
What's going on here?
No, yeah, that is also a good question. I think I'm gonna try to command him by drawing her pistol.
Okay. Then you pull a gun.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
Is this desperate, I assume?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Cool.
This is sort of the definition of desperate, I think.
Uh-huh. We'll see how it goes. You know what? I'll push myself on this one as well. Because it needs to be important. Boy, doesn't it?
Do
Okay.
it.
It's a 5. She'll turn around and look a little confused, and sort of just pull out her pistol, point it at him, and just say, "Rob, you might just want to walk away at this point. I don't think you get paid enough for this."
Kind of partial. Okay. Yeah, I think he immediately takes a step back. Says, all right. No, I don't. Just stay quiet the rest of the night. All right.
Of course.
He sort of backs out of the alley and leaves.
Oh. Good. I will go back to our spot where we decided to meet, our rendezvous area.
Okay. You head to your rendezvous point. Barbara,
Yes.
you have followed the other blue coat.
Yes.
Who has made his way back to the house where Simon lives, and
Is he attempting to go inside? How close is he to the house now?
You guys were only a couple of things over. I mean, he is making his way towards the house, sort of with the intent, probably of going inside.
Is there anyone else around right now?
No, everyone else is inside.
I would like to sneak up behind him and garrote him until he falls unconscious.
Okay. Da-da. That's gonna be... Oh, jeez. Skirmish?
Skirmish?
Include close combat, assaults or hold a position, brawl, and wrestle. Yeah. Skirmish.
We'll skirmish him. Okay. This is risky, I would guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And the effect is standard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. As he is making his way across towards the house, you step out very quietly from one of these little sort of alleyways and wrap the garrote around his throat, pull him sort of back into this little alcove with you, and hold him for a moment until you feel him go limp.
Pull him further into the alleyway. Prop him up against a wall. I mean, even just kind of make it look like maybe he passed out drinking or something. And then casually walk out of the alley and go back toward the meetup spot.
Okay, you head back toward the meetup spot. Oh gosh, Bron and Logan, you probably see this happen. You at least see Barbara appear out of the shadows, grab this cop sort of around the throat, and then just pull him back into the darkness.
Her face is completely blank the whole time. It's
And then
kind
after-
of creepy.
And then after a moment, she walks out on her own.
Poor guy.
I hope she let him live.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Bricks, you alright?
Yeah. You're here. Yeah, good. I don't know as much for Jemma, but she's usually good about getting out of scrap, so.
Let's get somewhere safe and back to the rendezvous point and figure out what the fuck just happened.
All right.
Okay. Where are you meeting?
I guess we probably would have had a point that wasn't on the boat, like somewhere nearby that we'd rendezvous and then head back to the blood
you guys
vessel.
had talked about... Well, you talked about doing a lot of things. You did talk about dumping his body in the canal.
We're gonna have
so
to
I
maybe
imagine
not kill him just yet.
the docks, somewhere in the docks is probably your
Yeah.
best bet.
Yeah, so maybe we all meet up in the docks.
Okay. There's like some warehouse that's not being used. I'll make it back. Jemma a little bit behind everyone else.
Just walks in and she's like, "Why are you dead?"
Can't really make it look like an accident at this point.
Right. So what happened inside?
You all tell me. I heard a door get blasted open. I'm not really sure what happened.
Well, it was a scream coming from inside. I thought there was a distraction outside.
We need to plan for that sort of thing in the future. Yeah, he made a bit of noise and
Right, we heard it across the street, so
yeah. Either way, water under the bridge now, can't do anything about it. But
right.
given that the guards were alerted and people are going to
Distracted,
know
thank
he
you.
was missing, we got to come up with a plan B if we still want this to look like an accident and get that additional pay.
Yes. Hoping on that.
This one also had some very interesting things in his room that might be worth talking to him about, but
It's a
Interesting
secondary
things.
to his job.
is it expensive?
Perhaps. I was not able to tell exactly what they were, but real conspiracy theory, not, lots of papers pinned to the wall, red string everywhere, but also jars full of
Tongues?
I could not tell exactly what they were even.
Unfortunate.
How long till this one sobers up?
Probably not too much longer. I could attempt to redose him, but
I think we should let him come to his senses and have a nice conversation.
Is this spot safe enough if he starts shouting and stuff?
we can drag him until we need to impress upon him the severity of his situation.
I'm more of a talker, not like a torturer, so Barbara, if that needs to happen.
I also have some substances that may prove persuasive. But I did have a thought for still making this look like an accident. Trauma to the neck, make it look like he got run over by a wagon in the middle of the night.
But how will you explain someone breaking in and then him being gone?
That part is more difficult, but perhaps he was assaulted in his house and fled, and in the doing, ran in front of a wagon.
That sort of skirts the line of what could be constituted an accident, though. I think our employers are more so looking for this to seem like no one was involved.
But we might have blown that one already.
Well, maybe not. Seems to me that if people probably in a tizzy tonight looking for him, if Simon here were to show back up and acting like it was all a big misunderstanding and nothing was wrong, then have an accident a few days later.
Are you saying you want to let him go?
No.
Oh,
You want someone to impersonate him.
That's more along the lines of what I was thinking.
I don't think I know him that well to do that, but I could try.
Whoever thinks they could, I've got some contacts too that might be able to step up and help us with something like that. Though that does dip into our pay a bit.
Looks at Scrawny Simon, looks at herself. Yeah, that ain't me.
Ain't me either.
I'd have to do some practice, but I might be able.
Got to move quick on that though, because the longer he's gone, the more suspicious people are gonna look at him when he turns back up.
Right. He has been very recluse lately, yeah? Could just have to answer the door. Jose. I'd be a nice vacation. Spent a couple days by myself reading.
Well, why don't you just make it look like he ran off on his own? Let him get seen at a bar, or house of favors or something.
I know that'd be terrible. I'd hate to have to do that.
I'm sure. But then maybe people think that he went off on a bender or something. And then if he still turns up in the water, makes sense.
Well, we could talk to him about this conspiracy theory stuff, and maybe he tried to break into someplace he shouldn't be, got caught on a fence, something like that. I think we need more information. But let's wake him up then.
I'll keep watch. Dock worker shouldn't be up for a few more hours, but you never know.
Okay. So you're gonna let the trance powder fade.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I assume he's restrained in some fashion. Well, he had manacles on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw a gag in his mouth too, why not?
Right, so you cover his mouth and just sort of wait for the powder to fade. It does after just a few minutes. It had already been a pretty decent amount of time, I think. So I think you start to notice he starts to become a little more lucid. Looking around, and immediately the fear starts to set in on his face. He doesn't make any noise because there's 4 of you, and at least 2 of you have guns. One of you is very big and scary. So, one of you drugged him. You're all terrifying. But yeah, I think you can tell, especially Logan, you can tell his pupils start to shrink a little bit, and he starts to look like he realizes something is wrong.
Fair enough. Right. We got some questions for you. We're going to start out with some yes or no. Since we're, we need to get more comfortable with each other. We need to trust you. You need to trust us. So, go and keep the gag on for now. Right? Your name is Simon, right? Yeah. And you're really into like unionizing and organizing, that sort of thing, yeah? Yeah. That's good. Now, there's a lot of people who aren't very happy with you, and I assume that you know about that. There might be people who want you out of the picture. We kind of work for those people, so it'd be in your best interest to get in good with us, That makes sense? All right. Now that we have a bit of a rapport going on here, I have my friend take off the gag, and you're going to be really quiet, right? Promise? All right. Barbara?
Before she takes off the gag, she puts on a pair of brass knuckles, cracks her knuckles again. Quiet, right? Takes the gag off.
That's better. See, this is nicer. This is better. Now, I didn't see your room personally, but I heard you have a lot of stuff on your walls. Kind of interesting art pieces. Mind telling us a little bit about what that's about?
That is my work.
So you're an artist, or is it something like more so interesting than just my work?
Research, mostly.
For
I've been looking into the spirit wardens.
right, what about it?
Well, they're supposed to be a neutral party, unaffiliated with the Empire. The runners of the city are not supposed to have anything to do with them, and I think they're corrupt somehow. So I've been looking into it.
Do you have any proof?
I have some evidence, mostly circumstantial, testimonial.
Right. And what's that got to do with you? I mean, why do you care?
Why don't you?
Nobody's paying me to.
So you don't care because you're corrupt like them?
I just like nice things is all. Anyways, what I'm saying, I'm trying to get your perspective here. You know, I'm just trying to have a heart, you know?
I care because I think everyone deserves to be able to have nice things.
See, the flaw in your initial thesis is that all systems are corrupt.
Aren't most of them?
That's why I said all.
Oh, right, sorry.
Which is why we need a new one.
And yet people will work to corrupt that one as well. So why not work with the ones that you already know?
Because I think the one I know is beyond saving.
That's fair. That's fair. So, who exactly are you looking into? What players?
Well, that is the thing. No one knows who the spirit wardens are. I'm trying to find out.
Right,
At least one of them has a connection in the Bluecoats and another in the Inspectors.
Mm.
So, I work to find out who they are.
Do you know who their contacts in the Bluecoats are? Or is it just a guess?
It's an educated guess.
Must be pretty high up, though.
You'd be surprised.
Trying to help you out here. I feel like you're not very far in your research. Am I gathering that correctly?
I'm farther than most I've gotten. But when you work alone, things move slowly.
Has no one else you talk to about this stuff?
No.
Hmm.
No one else.
Can I try to read him?
Sure.
What is that? Is that an attunement?
No, that's like ghosts and shit.
Never mind.
Actually, I have study. So just like as he's been talking, I can study a person.
Sure. That works.
Is this controlled, risky?
Oh, I think this is controlled at this point.
Standard. 2 6s.
It's obvious that he's not telling you everything.
Mm.
And is sort of answering the questions as vaguely as he can, probably with information that most people would already know about him. As soon as Jemma asks him if there's anybody else involved, I think you can see the tone shift of he's switched to just outright lying.
Mr. Chizik, you are aware that things are not going great for you. You do still have a degree of control in this situation. As a demon cat approaches me, you have a degree of control here. Things will go better for you if you are truthful with us. But if we have to work and exert ourselves to get the truth out of you, that's going to annoy all of us. And when we are annoyed, it is going to go less smoothly for you. This is perhaps quite literally a case of pick your poison.
I knew this day would come. I knew people were gunning for me. I am a lot of things. But I'm not a traitor. And I'm not a snitch.
I respect that.
Seems like those are inherently bad things. Sure, betrayal is a terrible thing to do to someone, but snitch is less clear. That is sharing the information with parties who may not have access to that information, but what you're saying, it is good for people to have nice things, better things. Wouldn't it be good for us to have all the information on the table? That way we will know best how to proceed.
No. You
Right.
knew who I am, you knew what I was doing, and you kidnapped me from my house with the intention to kill me. I will not put anyone else in that situation.
Gemma's gonna put her hands over his ears.
Earmuff, Simon.
Yeah, I'm gonna earmuff him. Well, I don't think he's gonna give us anything else. Should we just? I mean, we don't need to get information from for other people, right?
It could complicate things later, but
If what? We're hired to kill him.
before we did not think there would be other people coming after us, but would be good to know who to be on the lookout for now. And even aside from that, I am still intellectually curious as to the substances in his domicile, but that is, of course, secondary, tertiary, even to the job.
Right. I was hired to kill him, so that's what I want to do. So, I mean, I would love the extra pay, honestly, but I mean, I'm kind of at a loss of what else we need from him. Takes her hands off. Sorry, it's just been 1 minute, love. Anyone else?
I want to ask him a few more questions.
What?
Rod's over by the window, keeping an eye outside. Has been just listening in on the conversation.
Hear myself.
What makes you think that the wardens, or that the wardens have infiltrated the Grey Cloaks and the inspectors?
I do not think it is an infiltration so much as it is, I don't know, payouts, bribes, things they should not be involved in. The Spirit Wardens are supposed to be separate, a separate entity from everything. They have one job. They do it well. The Spirit Wardens are in charge of everyone who dies in this city. If they're receiving any kind of bribes, payouts, anything like that from the police or the inspectors or the Empire, that changes things. People are killed in this city all the time. It fundamentally changes how justice is served.
Damn, I agree with you there. What was your next step?
I have a contact. Someone who works closely with one of the spirit wardens. I was going to try to arrange a meeting.
You're getting that somebody wants you dead, right?
Many people want me dead. I assume the four of you do.
When we were paid, somebody is willing to pay us a lot to kill you, and more to make it look like an accident.
Well, at least I will die knowing I was important to someone.
I don't want to kill him.
Are we sure?
I'm getting the impression that at least she very much wants to kill me.
Well, I just want the money. I'll be honest.
It's
Sorry.
a very one-track mind.
I can respect that.
But look, I'm not gonna go against the group here. Just if we don't get paid for this, so I'm not even doing the right accent. If we don't get paid for this job, somebody's gonna have to take me to the spa.
Maybe we kill him without killing him.
You mean put on a show?
We need a body.
I can get a body. Do you have a body, Bricks? I saw what you did to that guard.
No, I left him alive. He'll just wake up with a headache.
See, this is why I was in favor of just burning the place down. You know, I think we wouldn't be in this complicated moral dilemma now. But I gotta say, I'm on your side here, Bricks, not wanting to kill him. Maybe I'm letting this get personal, but...
Right. What I'm hearing though is that there might be an inn with the spirit wardens that we might be able to use as well.
You don't really get in with the spirit wardens.
Apparently you do. Someone's giving them money, corrupting them. We could be in on that too.
If you were to die and someone wanted to meet up with this contact of yours, who would you send?
It's a good question. There aren't many people in this world I trust. Are you going to kill me?
Consensus seems to be no.
I am not the ones that matter. Certainly it is simpler to kill him.
That's what I'm saying. But I get it.
I will tell you the name of a friend of mine. If you promise not to kill me.
You got to disappear though.
Yes. I've done this once before.
It's hard. You get used to it, though.
And we'll find another place that needs help. And I will leave my friend with my research, or what's left of it. The jars in my room are spirits. Ones that are stuck. Their essence trapped. They have not moved on.
How did you do that? Or did you just capture them?
They were already stuck.
Oh, alright. Sorry.
I would not purposefully trap anyone here after their death. We
Right,
suffer enough in this city when we're
Yeah.
alive.
Not me. Mm-mm.
They are spirits, parts of spirits, essences that are stuck halfway between in the veil, the ghost lair. I study them, see what I can do for them, and when I am finished, I give them to a friend who gives them to the wardens. The wardens help them pass through. Allegedly.
You don't think they are?
I don't know. But I have reason to question it.
Do they get stuck on purpose?
Some people. Some have unfinished business. Some rituals that trend toward trying for immortality.
Omen, you can get a body?
Yeah.
Makeup? Make sure their hair's right. Gonna need your clothes though. We sure we want to do this? Saves baggage.
Mr. Cusick just knows that if you ever are found in Doskvol again, we are going to make sure that you regret returning. Never mind what anyone is paying us to do. It will be personal.
But that's our reputation.
Not many people have the chance to get out of this city.
Yeah.
You'd be a fool to squander it.
Alright, looks like we got a death to fake. Gotta get to work then.
Right.
So we are going to need a body. We're going to make it look like him, get his clothes. Jemma has a disguise kit that she can use to fancy up the body. But are we going to need anything from his house?
As long as we have everything that's on him right now, that should be sufficient.
Right, he's
Yeah.
not going to need anything?
We can give him supplies or something.
Okay. And how are we going to... What's the death?
I mean, we could still do the drown in the canal thing.
Yeah, he'll be all waterlogged anyway, whatever body we use, so.
Yeah, hopefully won't be too recognizable.
I was gonna say Gemma's like doing like contouring on the dead body, and all are like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna put it in the water," and she just goes, "Fine."
I'm just looking. I have so many poisons we could use to just, find our poor replacement body victim and just quick needle in the neck.
I had an idea about going to a contact for the body that might
Nice.
not involve us having to kill somebody else ourselves.
Okay.
So I have a contact who's an assassin, named Steiner.
Yes, hi, hello. We're all assassins.
Yeah,
Steiner.
named Steiner. And I was thinking maybe going to them and see if they've killed anybody recently. Then we might be able to offload the body for them.
Okay.
This is a favorable contact I have, not my unfavorable.
This is your friend that you
Yes,
have,
my
not your
friend.
frenemy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do that then. If everybody's amenable to that being part of the plan. Okay. What's Steiner
back up.
like?
I think
Never met this person.
Steiner's been in the game for a while, probably kind of an old timer in the business. Bron probably bumped into them when they were an inspector, when he was an inspector, and maybe was was in the process of arresting him once, decided to let him go, owed him one, so then they've had like an ongoing like relationship since then.
Okay.
So
An old grizzled assassin.
yeah.
Okay. So, how do you get in contact with Steiner?
I mean, they've probably known each other long enough with a favorable enough reputation that maybe Bron just knows where they live, and just drops in.
Okay. You head out, drop in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
as always.
Yeah.
Where would he live?
Where would an old assassin live?
Well, if he's been doing it long enough, he's probably got some money saved up.
Probably. He keeps saying that he's like one job away from retirement. He keeps doing another job and then not retiring. So like,
It's like an old pirate who can't stop himself.
yeah.
Let's see. It's like a nice neighborhood. That's not the nicest neighborhood. Is that... Let's see. Brightstone is the rich people. White Crown is where the governor lives and the richest people. Okay. Well, he's got a house in Brightstone.
Okay.
I think he lives nicely.
Okay.
You have to be really good at being an assassin to get old.
That is true.
So,
Very true.
inspo. This is your assassin inspo, everyone.
I think this is probably Steiner's probably the one that like got Bron in on the game when Bron had to get out of being an inspector.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you drop by in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Doesn't I imagine again like they're probably like drinking buddies, like Steiner's kind of like a mentor to Bron maybe.
Sure.
So like doesn't like just comes in through the back door, expecting that Steiner will still be awake at this time. Heads into the kitchen and starts pouring himself a drink. Says, got a minute?
After a moment, sorry, after a moment, I think you hear footsteps and Steiner kind of shuffles into the kitchen. It's late.
Or early, depending on how you look at things.
Yeah.
Look like shit, old man.
So do you.
Yeah. Had a hell of a night. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, I'll have a drink in my own kitchen.
I'm pretty sure that this bottle was probably paid for with my own money. You won off me in that last night's card game.
So generous.
Hmm.
What do you want, Bron?
Need a favor.
Don't you always?
Well, this one shouldn't be too much trouble for you. You got any bodies you're looking to offload?
Why?
I need one.
Why?
Had a job, botched it, and long story short, we are short one body. I don't know how much more detail you want here.
No, I just wanted to know if you were coming to me to save your skin again.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
One of these days you're gonna have to fly the nest, baby bird.
Well, one of these days when you finally kick the bucket, I guess I won't have a choice. Probably not too long now, though.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Need one that's young man, kind of skinny. Got anything that might fit the bill? We're planning on shoving him in the canal, so weight isn't too big of a factor.
I got one that's a couple days old, and that'll probably do you.
That'll be fine. Oh, you just want to show me the goods? I can confirm.
He's in the cellar.
You gonna be able to make it down the stairs, or?
I'm gonna kick you down if you don't shut your mouth.
Bron laughs and heads down.
You
to the
gotta learn
cellar.
to respect your elders, son.
I'll do it once they are deserving of respect.
You're a piece of shit. Get on in there.
Heads down, pulls out. I'm imagining he's got like hidden compartments, like morgue drawers for
Everywhere.
bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bron knows where they are and starts
To push the
opening
right
up doors.
stones on the wall. Slides out. It's like a Nancy Drew game down here.
Once you find the body, Bron starts looking it over and says, I think this'll probably do.
It might be a little older than what you're looking for, but
I'm
that
not
canal,
sure.
it does things to people.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody will be looking that closely anyway. I need maybe a bit of advice too, along with this question, or along with this favor.
Sure.
You usually run solo, right? You don't really strike me as the type that ever worked with a team.
I don't like other people holding me back.
Yeah. Running with a team right now, and fuck if they don't get on my nerves.
Well, that's the joy of being around other people.
Things were simpler when I was on my own.
Why'd you start up with a team?
Seemed safer that way. Plus, it was the easiest way to get jobs. It was running harder to get them solo. Plus, blending with a crew, less likely for old friends to spot me.
Sure. So what, you having trouble making friends, or?
Nah, that's not really part of it. When was the last time you ran into had any dealings with any spirit wardens?
Ooh, spirit wardens. Directly?
Yeah.
Been an awful long while. It's a rare thing to happen to deal directly with the Spirit Warden. That happens to our kind more than most.
Yeah.
Why?
Job might have something to do with them.
I mean, every job in our line of work has something to do with them.
I mean, before the death, more directly.
Well, without a lot of information, I don't know how much I can be of service. But, if you're thinking about getting mixed up with them, my advice is don't.
The problem is, from what we've been told, they may have some this might also connect back with the inspectors. As you know, makes this a bit personal for me.
You think they're on the take?
Wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me of anybody in this hellhole.
Also means that I might be in a bit of hot water if we start digging into this too much.
So don't. Leave it alone.
When have you ever known me to leave anything alone?
Bron, it ain't your business to be sussing out corruption in this city. That's a good way to get your throat slit.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, and you're gonna die hard too if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Finishes the drink and leaves it on the corner of the morgue drawer. Well, at least you wouldn't have to worry about me pilfering your booze anymore.
Listen, I don't know what kind of advice it is you're looking for, but I'm gonna tell you what I always tell you. Mind your business. Do your job. Do it clean. Get paid. Stay out of the muck.
I'll keep that in mind.
One more thing you ought to keep in mind. Now you need this body to replace someone you're not killing, I assume.
Yeah.
A body in the canal with no crows is gonna be awful suspicious.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Just something to keep in mind.
Thanks for the tip.
Get out of my house.
Don't trip coming up the stairs.
Next time you visit, bring a gift. Rude.
It's my shining disposition not enough of a gift for you?
Should have taught you better manners, boy. Get out.
Ron leaves.
And you leave. With a body in tow.
God, I love my dad, Sam Elliott.
I don't know why your dad was Sam Elliott.
You brought Barbara. She stayed outside smoking, and you like hoisting it over, and she's just like, "Voop," and just throws it fireman carry and starts walking down the street. Doesn't say
Yeah.
a damn thing.
I like
I
it.
think Steiner's just watching from the window like, boy finally got himself a girlfriend. Oh. I mean, I guess if that's what you're into. And he goes to bed.
Some people are, okay?
Some people are.
Oh boy.
You have a body.
Hmm.
What's the next step of the plan?
So now we need to murder someone else.
Speaking of the crow thing, so we have that fun thing where we can confuse the crows for a while so they stay away from a body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we roll something to tweak around with what we already know to instead attract crows to a body?
Sure.
So next time the crows go out somewhere around there, instead of finding a body of someone that actually just died, they end up with the thing in the canal. Yeah, but if they do that, our body's been dead for a long time. Like 3 days.
Is it that weird that the if they find a body that's been in there that's been dead for a few days, how weird is it that they didn't suspect where it was before? Because it's been in the water, I guess.
It's pretty odd for it to take that long
Okay.
to find a body.
And also, how good are their autopsies that they could tell it's been a few days in the water?
Do the crows just hang around the body until it's discovered?
Pretty much, yeah. They're like the alarm system where they go out, they close in on it, find where it is, and then
Yeah,
The
because
wardens
if
go
I
get
understand
it.
right, somebody dies, a bell rings, anybody in the vicinity can hear the bell, and all of the spirit wardens can hear the bell at the same time.
yes.
And then
Yeah, the
the
spirit
crows
wardens are
need to
connected to the
circle in.
bells. When the bell rings, the Death Seeker crows are
Yeah.
released. They find the body. The spirit warden in the vicinity goes to get it.
And it's just
So-
human bodies.
It's just human bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, not like
So-
animals and stuff.
So maybe the crow's been around the canal recently and maybe they didn't find anything.
Yeah, I mean, if we find somebody else who's died and we sort of piggyback off of their death.
Let's just kill someone else.
No, but like,
kill the original guy we were
here's my
supposed to
question.
kill.
Is there like a hospital or something? Like, because people also die of old age, I'm assuming, in this
Mhm.
town.
People
the
die
dead
of a lot of
crows-
things.
and the crows
Old
would
age,
still-
illness.
Would still go off. Like, are there hospitals where like the crows are just there like almost constantly?
Or alternatively, where they don't go.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Do the crows stop going to like places where people die frequently? Because then I'm thinking because the canals go throughout the entire city, we just dump the body in a place where the crows don't tend to go, or where they're so frequently that nobody thinks about it.
I like that. It was by the hospital, so the crows didn't bother to go by, but it wasn't in the hospital.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then maybe after we dump the body, we just do a tip or something, or like let some sort of rumor go that somebody saw a body near there, so we make sure the body is actually found.
The gondoliers will probably find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are we even friendly with the gondoliers?
We're neutral with the gondoliers, but just if we leave a body in the canals,
Yeah,
they're
somebody
gonna
will
run
find
in.
They'll
it.
probably find it.
Somebody
Okay.
will find it, yeah.
And I don't know, maybe this is something the game designers never thought about, but like that would be like, there got to be places in the city where people die frequently,
Mhm.
like a hospital.
There's not one noted.
Maybe
Okay.
Doskvol's healthcare system is even worse than ours.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's so good that like they don't even need hospitals anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our fantasy. We're gonna go with that one. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna make one
Hey.
because it doesn't make sense for a big city to not have like a hospital or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. Buildings. Oh, it's just the table. Okay. Let's put it where the university is. Because there is like a university type deal in Charter Hall. So there is Charter Hall University. Which is like, I think on the south side. So Charter Hall is like basically the center of Doskvol. And so in the like southeastern quarter of it is the university, and we'll say there's like a hospital or something attached to it or over in that section.
Okay. So yeah, maybe we just like get on our boat, go cruising, and we just surreptitiously dump the body near that location, assuming that at some point it'll get found there and people will chalk it up to crows got
It was
missed.
by the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
The perfect crime.
It's pretty good.
We do zip his fly down. So it looks
Okay,
like
so it
that
looks
maybe
like he was peeing.
He was
Right.
peeing, he was drunk, he fell down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we dress him in Simon's clothes and that whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Throw an empty bottle.
Yeah.
Go to dump a body. All right. Let's go ahead and take our break, and then
Crime went off without a hitch, y'all.
we'll talk about what happens next. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. Today we're gonna take a quick break, refresh our drinks and our snacks and ourselves. So get a good stretch in, do what you need to do for the next few minutes, and we will be back shortly. So stick around, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed, and we have a cat, and I made coffee, and we're ready to go. So let's pick back up. You take the body. Jemma does it up a little bit. I assume you don't put a whole lot of work into the makeup and everything.
I guess not.
You dress it, and it's very convincing. One of these days you'll get to do it. You're only 2 murders in. You got plenty of time.
You did really fancy boy makeup.
That's true. But that wasn't a
that's
body.
So, well, I guess that means Logan's more than just a body to you.
Mm,
We're gonna have to
found
figure that out in
Gemma's-
roleplay.
Have we found Gemma's like true calling? Is she just wants to be like a mortician? Like she just wants to, is that it?
I think she just wants to put on a show.
Mortician would be perfect. They don't complain.
Oh, yes. I thought the morticians. I was like, Jemma
Mort-
complains all the time. What are you talking about?
Morticians never complain about anything. No, dead bodies. It doesn't matter if you poke them in the eye a little bit with a mascara wand.
They're good.
They're fine. They don't know.
So if this is a world with ghosts, what if they're just like watching you? It's like, no, you're fucking up my makeup.
Dude, I hate that shade.
I would never wear blue.
I would never wear blue eyeshadow. Are you kidding me?
You make me look like a hooker.
I'm clearly an autumn. Shut up. Morticians are probably the most haunted people ever. Okay, anyway. That little digression aside, you dump the body. Feel like you all have a lot of experience dumping a body. It's the middle of the night in a canal. I'm not gonna make you do a whole bunch of rolling for that. This part's pretty simple. So there was a couple of things, or there was at least one thing we wanted to do before, because you got to get paid. We're gonna get into downtime. Yay, everybody's favorite part. Simon has been in hiding, I guess, and is getting ready to leave Doskvol. Anything else y'all want to do there? Bron wanted to talk to him before he leaves, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to be in on that?
Maybe Briggs will be in on that. She's mostly gonna listen, but I may have something to say.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so as he's getting ready to go, I imagine he probably asked you guys like if you'd be willing to like go get his stuff, his house.
Sure.
He doesn't have a lot of stuff. He has like one other set of clothes, and like it's mostly like books and like some notebooks and stuff. He doesn't have a lot of shit. He's leaving everything else, so it's just like his personal belongings. He's leaving everything else for his associate. It's so Bron and Barbara. You approach him wherever he's been hiding out, I guess in this warehouse that the dockers probably let you use because they're your friends.
Not the one we blew up, right? That wasn't a warehouse. That was a boat.
No, it was a boat. You blew
Yeah,
up a
that was
boat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this one's a warehouse.
It's like, did we blow up a warehouse?
I mean, you might have. I
Not
don't know.
yet.
You guys do all kinds of shit.
Got everything you need?
Yes, I think so.
All right. What's your plan?
Get out as quickly and as far away as possible. Though I don't think I'll actually have to go that far. I have family in another city.
All right. I won't
Perhaps
ask
they
you
will be happy to
where-
know I'm alive.
I won't ask you where. I assume you want to keep that secret. in
I'd
case
rather
we-
not give you another bargaining chip over my life.
Yeah. Smart. Well, I didn't know if you needed any assistance getting out of the city. I've got some contacts and some experience with that sort of thing.
I'd prefer not to have to walk the Deathlands by myself. Seems... At least chartering a boat from the main docks is proving difficult. I can't really afford it, for one, and they want more and more documentation these days. So.
Well, if you're looking for assistance, I can give you a fair rate.
Is owning my life not enough for you?
It was a joke.
You're a hard man to read.
I try. You think I'd be better at poker?
There's a difference between being a stoic man and being a lucky man.
Luck seems to be something I have very little of. Well, I can get you through. I can get you past the fence and set you up with someone who can escort you further through the Deathlands.
Okay. If I can make it to the next city, that's enough.
All right. One question. Won't consider this payment. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. You have a reason why you're doing this?
Doing what?
Other than just a strong moral compass?
Oh, investigating?
Yeah.
It's always been something of a calling for me. I was a curious kid. Always stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Made a lot of friends that way. And several enemies. But I Much to my detriment. Just have a soft spot for other people. Living or dead. Don't want to see them hurt. It's going to get me killed.
Deja vu. All right, I'll be back here. I don't remember how clocks work in this game. There's a weird thing with time.
Wine 30. No.
I'll be here at 1:30.
That's when we do murder.
Wine 30.
Murder.
That's a new shirt. Murder at wine 30.
Dawn to dusk is 1 through 12.
Yeah.
And then dusk to dawn is all named
so
ones.
I'll be here just before smoke.
Okay. I'll be ready. Thank you. We
Don't
don't
thank
have to
me
be doing
yet.
any of this.
You're right, we don't. I'll probably regret it later on, but we can't help sticking our nose in where it doesn't belong.
Oh. I hope to never see any of you ever again, for as long as we all shall live.
Fair enough.
And I mean that in the brightest of spirits.
Your friend. The one you're passing all this off to?
Yes.
Could we get an introduction?
I was sort of hoping you'd forgotten.
Sorry.
Jess? She's a neighbor
I think
of
we
mine.
could offer some assistance when they set up that meeting.
I'll drop her a note on my way out.
All right.
There's a club, a place that she goes often. You can meet her there.
She a performer?
In a sense.
Lavera?
You know her.
Yeah, I know her. She kept us off your back. She a good friend.
She's better than most. I will miss her quite a bit. But if you know her, you know how she works.
Yeah.
Though obviously you do not know to what extent she works.
Not till just about now.
If you tell her you let me live, she'll tell you what you want to know. She likes the drama of it all.
Yeah, that sounds like her. Thanks.
And he gets ready to leave. Bron, you're gonna help him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're about to do some downtime, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think Bron probably spends some of that downtime in the Deadlands, getting him to the next, getting him to a checkpoint where you can hand him off to somebody else to get him to the next city.
Let's have like a underground railroad situation.
Yeah,
Going on.
kind of.
It's pretty cool.
Some old contacts Bron used to have.
Okay, well then we'll get to that as part of downtime, because you did it, a murder. Well, strictly speaking, you didn't do a murder this time. Was it the beginning of this session that Val was complaining that you hadn't got to shoot anyone yet?
I know, and I was gonna I was so close to shooting him, and I could have shot him with no guilt.
All right.
I'm gonna turn my vice into shooting people, and that's what I'm gonna do in my downtime.
Yes. Good. Okay. So you get paid.
Loot.
What did I name the guy that brought your money last time? George? Feels like it was George.
It was George. I wrote it down. This is George. George came to pay. Very skittish.
George, I think you're all back at the boat, back at your lair, doing whatever it is you're doing. We'll get to that in a second. And there's just like an awkward like knock on the side of the boat.
Barbara goes, grabs her brass knuckles, cracks the door just slightly.
Hello. It's me. George.
It's just the George guy.
Cross
As
told
you
me where
do.
you were. This is nice.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I brought you payment.
Oh, goody.
Right. Good to see you, George.
Oh, and he pulls out a bag, like a little paper like shopping bag, and I brought you this.
We'll send it.
As well.
It's coffee, but it's the nice stuff, whole beans.
Thank you very much.
What's this for?
Oh, I don't know. You're the only ones that ever actually talked to me, and I found some that I thought you might enjoy. It's really good. A little dark, but you know, keep you up at night.
Thanks, George.
Right, bye.
Right, I'm gonna goodbye. He leaves.
Nice kid.
Goes and puts it in the pantry.
Some nice coffee. Some
Is
expensive.
it nice coffee? Is it actually
It is.
nice coffee? All right.
It's actually nice.
Okay.
He definitely stole it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Good boy.
But he stole it for us.
And that's
That's
your
so
payment.
sweet.
1 bag of coffee.
I was gonna say that wasn't our bonus, right?
No. No, that will also be in coin. So let's do rep. Dodie, take this down. 2
Okay.
rep by default. Sorry, those are higher tier.
No, that's what my pencil says. No joke.
Really?
Yes. My critical role has one of them.
Dodie, take this
That's the
down.
one I'm
That's
using.
amazing.
I don't know why that's in
That's
my
so
brain
funny.
right now. I know why coffee was in my brain. It's because I just made some, but I don't know why Terry Darrington and Dodie are in there. Okay, so 2 rep.
Okay. I can put it in.
For the crew. So there was no tier difference. Coin. Plus the bonus. You get 8. A big score, serious loot.
Is that
2 each.
2 each?
Take a coin.
No, so just
Getting closer to retirement, y'all.
I've almost
So-
filled my first one.
Decide if you want to stash any of that away or keep it on you. Friendly reminder that it is more expensive to pull it out of the stash than it is to use it if it's on your person.
Yeah.
But stash is what you retire with. So, heat. Oh boy. Oh boy, do you have some.
There's no way we got any heat on this, y'all.
No, not at all. No one saw us, nothing.
So, I'm going to call this one loud and chaotic.
Yeah, that's fair. Very fair.
So that is high exposure. That's 4.
Okay.
I don't know that Simon is particularly high profile. That's more meaning like people in government and things like that. Hostile turf, no. You're not at war with another faction. You don't get extra heat for killing. A killing wasn't involved anyway. So no, you get 4 total. No extras. Where does that put you?
We're not wanted yet. We have 2 more before we're wanted.
Uh-oh. Okay. So regarding heat and wanted level, what's the pluses? Yes, so when you get 9 heat, you gain a wanted level and you clear the heat. Any excess heat will roll over. The higher your wanted level, the more serious the response when law enforcement takes action against you. And they also contribute to the severity of your entanglements, which we're about to get into, because you have to have a new one, and also the person from your last entanglement is going to show up. Surprise, surprise. The only way to get rid of a wanted level is incarceration. So once you're
Okay.
wanted, things get harder for you. If you want to get rid of it, somebody has to spend some time in jail.
Question.
Sure.
Our no traces thing.
Yes.
We definitely did not keep this quiet, but we did make it look like an accident. So it says we get half the rep value of the target rounded up instead of 0.
Oh, I forgot about that. So
And then if we ever end downtime with 0 heat, then we can take an additional rep.
okay. So it is. Let's see. Make it look like and it's or make it look like an accident, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which you did make it look
Yeah.
like an
It
accident.
was definitely not and, but we did get the or on that one. So.
Okay, so yeah, it's rounded up. So you got 2, so 1 more.
One more.
So
Okay.
3 rep. I forgot you guys had that.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do we add coin to the crew?
You add coin to the crew instead of taking
Okay,
it
is that
yourself.
just that we get instead of taking it for our own stash, we can give it to put it
I
in the
thought
crews?
we also get some when the crew levels up.
Yeah, I think on level up you get.
I think
But
that's
you
how
can-
there's one in there right now.
Yeah, well, because you started with some. But you can add more when you get paid.
Okay.
Let's see the.
Because I was curious what it means, because it says upon crew advance. Okay, yeah, upon crew advance, each PC gets stash equal to tier plus 2. Okay, so
So when the crew
when the crew
Advances,
advances,
everybody
then
gets more
whatever our
stash.
tier is, we'll add stash to it. Okay. Is there any benefit to us putting coin in the crew or the vaults? Other than just having another place to keep our money?
It's really just another place to keep your money,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware. I can double check.
Okay. Just curious.
Coin. Okay. Coin. Yes. Lifestyle quality. Stash retirement. The only place where crew coin is probably gonna help you guys is if at any point you end up having to tithe to a crime boss, which is the thing that can happen. Once you get more established, crime bosses in the area will be like, "Hi, you're in my space.
Give me
Money,
money."
please."
Yeah.
So that's where that would come from. So you don't then have to pay it out of your personal stash.
Okay.
Or any kind of like things that you wanted to buy as a crew, you could pull it out of there instead of. It's just another place to put it, though.
Okay.
And as far as the vaults go, that's essentially your crew stash. So it just essentially what it does is it like upgrades your coin storage capacity. Essentially.
Okay.
When you get the vault, you also in addition to it upgrading your coin storage, though, there's also part of it that can be used as a holding cell.
Okay.
From the description in the book, so it gives you kind of the twofold thing.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's heat. All right, so we have to do a new entanglement. Your old one's got to come up too. So find the page in the book. Here we go. How much heat do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so you're on the 6+ table. Oh lordy,
How do we get rid of heat?
you don't.
Okay.
There's a downtime activity for it.
Yeah, there is. It is
Okay.
under. There's downtime. I think it's just called reduce heat.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just there's a narration thing that you can do, and you essentially just say what you do, and you decide which action you want to use. You roll, depending on what you roll is how much heat you reduce.
Okay.
It's the same as recovering. It's just like the crew is recovering.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a number of dice equal to their wanted level. Use the result to the roll. The level is 0. Roll 2 dice and keep the lowest result. All right. Who wants to roll for an entanglement?
I'll do it.
Okay. 2 dice. Tell me the lowest one.
Okay. 4.
Okay. Demonic notice or show of force.
So the demon part stays the same in that or situation. So either demonic notice or demonic show of force.
No. There is either a demonic notice or a show of force.
Okay.
So demonic notice, the demon approaches the crew with a dark offer. Show of force, a faction with whom you have a negative status makes a play against your holdings.
Do we get to choose, or is this you're choosing? Because
Do
I
you
know
guys-
which one of those that
Do you
I
guys want to choose?
I want a demon to show
I
up,
want
please.
demonic notice.
I want a demon to show up. That's so cool.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a literal demon or just somebody who we would perceive as a demon coming to...
Oh, there's a whole thing for demons in this. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. We haven't had a demon on Sundays in a while. Let's get him back.
We just did so many demons there for
Only
a
if
while.
it's Belial.
What if it's Belial that just
Please.
shows up?
Please make Belial a like crime boss. That would be amazing.
I want all your Doritos.
Okay.
Oh, I miss Belial.
So we'll have that one coming down the pike. Pull this up here. Nope, that's the wrong page. Sorry, I'm just looking up demons really quick. Okay. That one will be next time, most likely. Demonic notice. Okay. So that's that. Man, I was so hoping that it would be that one. I mean, the other two are also scary. Because show of force is sort of the beginnings of a gang war. There's flipped or interrogation, meaning one of your allies flips on you and sells you out. Or arrest. You guys got demons. Okay. So for downtime, I want to get your last entanglement in here real quick, and then, because that might affect some of what you do with your downtime. So I'm gonna say towards the beginning of your downtime, we'll say you did what you did last time, go out for a drink, celebrate a job well done, a job done,
A job done.
at least, and your payment. And as you are sitting there in the Razorback, I assume it's kind of the bar you guys go to. One of the, let's see, is it the bartender? Yeah. Delilah, the one who tends the bar and is a little bit more friendly, approaches you and sort of looks at you, Jemma. Hi, love. Do you mind if I speak with you in the back?
Alright. You okay?
I am.
Alright. Yeah, right back.
She leads you off into the back room, or one of the back rooms, where there's like a big pantry and like there's some storage and everything, sort of an oven in one side, and you see sitting off to one side in a chair, Triss, the tattoo artist, the owner of the shop where you met the red sashes, sporting a black eye and several bruises.
Triss, what
You
the hell happened to you?
You did.
Well, I think I remember doing that. What happened?
Day after you met with the sashes in my shop, the bluecoats showed up.
Asking what?
Who you were, if I knew you, if I worked with you, what kind of operation you were running, what you had to do with the sashes, all sorts of shit.
They did this to you.
They've done worse before.
Why did they want me?
Dunno. But they do. And listen, I don't really know what your line of work is, and I don't care to know. I'm no snitch. But you can't come around for a while.
Seems fair. Jeez. Didn't think that would... I mean, if anyone was going to get in trouble, it'd be the other way around, I think. But, I mean, I don't think I was that high on anyone's list.
Yeah. If they're coming after me instead of going directly for you, it means they don't know as much as they're trying to make it seem like they do.
Oh. Don't think that it's right if I'll just let you go like this. You got in trouble for me. Obviously, I owe you one. But I'll also pay you for your time.
Alright.
She'll go into her bag and I'll give her a coin.
Okay.
As much as it pains her.
It's quite a bit of money.
I do like spending money. That's true. What was that?
It's quite a bit of money.
Don't like it when people get hurt for me.
Well, it's not going to fix my face, but makes it hurt a bit less.
Right. No. Maybe if this heat comes off, I can make it better in different ways. Just saying. Anyways, thanks for letting me know.
Keep your head down. Alright. And, for the next couple of weeks, stay out of the row.
Awesome.
But we got you back.
Thank you.
She goes to leave out the back door.
Mm-hmm. Jemma's gonna go back to the group.
As you're leaving, Delilah's like, would you like a drink?
Double. Really strong, please.
She brings you another drink.
Hey guys. Something weird just happened. Apparently the Bluecoats are looking for me. But this was before.
Logan's
I
gonna
thought-
quit the team and go get a new one.
This was before our last mission, right?
What have you done before joining the crew?
I mean, I've done a lot of things, but I mean, I didn't think I was on anybody's radar. Not in that way.
What sort of questions were they asking?
Stuff about me, what I do, where I could be found. But if they're asking the red sashes, I mean, if they know what the red sashes are and they're asking about me, it seems pretty weird, right?
Somebody saw you at the
Right.
bar.
They saw me at the tattoo place.
Or at that bar when you met the red sash lady.
All right. Yeah, but I mean, what would they want? What if they thought I was part of them? Then why would they be going after me to one of their higher ups? I mean, if it had to do with that.
So this is for clarification on your part. Triss is not actually a red sash.
She just works with them.
She just is sort of acquainted with Mylera, I think is who you're thinking of. You
Is
all have
Mylera-
red hair and it's very confusing.
Okay.
So Mylera is the leader of the red sashes. Triss is the one that owns the tattoo shop where you had the meeting.
Okay. But my Lara was at the meeting?
Just the one you met. in
Yeah,
the
she's the one you met
met in the
with.
back.
Bugs.
Okay.
Triss just owns the tattoo parlor.
Okay.
It's
So
been a
somebody
while
saw
since
you at
we've
the
seen
tattoo
these
parlor.
NPCs, so
Yes. So somebody saw me at the tattoo parlor
Yeah.
and asked, and
about
Yeah.
the red sashes.
Yeah. So, but again, if she's with the, associated with, why me?
Easy to get at.
Apparently not. They don't know where I am.
Well, maybe they thought it would be easy to get at you.
Well, they're
Apparently
gonna
they
find
got my
out
friend
sooner
there.
or later.
Sorry?
I said they're gonna find you sooner or later.
I need to lay low, as they say.
Probably a good idea.
Does that hair of yours? These are so distinctive.
Right? Maybe they think I'm, because of the hair, they're part of them more. I feel like that's a little bit racist, sexist, terrorist,
Colorist.
a colorist. Right, anyways, looks like I'm gonna be staying in the house for a while, so
Oh, goody.
get used to this mug around the house.
Do not touch anything in my lab unless I tell you you can. I know I've said this before, but especially if I am not there.
Right. I'll just stick to my room. I've got plenty of books to read. Do you some more?
You want me to go get you a book?
Oh, would you love?
Yeah, I'll get you a book.
Oh, you're the best.
Off at one of my older scientific journals, but
Ooh, maybe if I'm trying to fall asleep.
Jemma likes slashes. Any dreadfuls?
That's true. But I do my my research on high society as well. Proper etiquette and all that.
She'll buy you a Pulp Fiction novel and a Cosmo magazine.
Yes.
Or the Victorian equivalents thereof.
Lady Whistle down.
Ooh!
Perhaps so.
Barbara goes to the Welcome Center and just buys a James Patterson novel and a Cosmo. There you go.
Perhaps though. Maybe we keep our ears open. Figure out why they're looking for me. You know?
Could just be the red hair. Maybe they
Mhm.
mistook you for the leader or something.
Perhaps. Anyways. Don't like it that they roughed up my friends, is all. It's fucking rude.
Yeah. Well, best hit that old dusty trail.
The door creaks as Bron has unsuccessfully tried to get out of the escape out of the room.
I was about to ask you what you were up to because you had that look on your face. You get this look like you're waiting.
that's
way down here
Bron's.
and you're, like,
I
grinning
think
slightly,
I'm
you're
gonna
like-
try and escape.
You just see
Face.
everyone at the table go,
I'm gonna go get a. I have a drink to smoke or can't. Bye.
Helsing was trying to help you.
maybe this
Oh
will
yeah,
Dad, take me
Melsing,
outside.
walk. Yeah, walkies. Let's go.
Right. Maybe this will give me a good time to bond with Bron. Just sit in the same vicinity. It just seems like one of those people that you just have to be around and not say anything.
He don't like it when you talk.
No. Most people don't. Doesn't stop me.
I don't mean you. I mean he don't like it when anyone talks.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
She will
And
take
she
that
just
as a
leaves.
compliment.
Is Bron
She
getting
has-
additional stress during this downtime?
No. No.
Gemma's going to lay low.
Okay, let's talk about downtime activities. We probably won't get to all of them today, but we'll start. So, 2 off the list that everybody gets, I believe. It's only if you're at war, you only have time for 1, but no, so you're not at war yet. So everybody has 2. If you want to make time for more than 2 off the list, you can spend either a coin or a rep, do extra stuff, and then anything not off the list and any like roleplay stuff doesn't cost extra. It's just separate. So as a reminder,
I'd like to roll to reduce some heat.
okay. What do you do? Let's start there. What do you do to get some heat off the crew?
I think, you know what? I think is even gonna go try to talk to some folks and spread some rumors that like Jemma left town. Something along those lines.
Okay. Let's see. What would that be? Oh, that's the crew sheet. That doesn't help me. What do you want to roll for this?
I'm thinking.
Because it feels like sway, maybe?
I don't got that. Let's change tact here, shall we? Let's see. Huh. All right. I'm gonna find some gossip, some snitch that she knows. Because I'm sure she knows at least one snitch somewhere. And threaten to beat the shit out of them unless they go around spreading that Jemma left town.
Okay. So that sounds more like command.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess you're not actually beating them up, you're just threatening to beat them up.
Yes.
If you actually beat them up, that's different.
I mean, I could actually beat them up. I feel like that might be higher of a chance for me. I could just do skirmish.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll rough them up a bit. Why not? I haven't gotten to punch anyone for a
Barbara
while.
goes and beats someone up.
Yeah.
So
then I roll the skirmish.
To get them to spread rumors that Jemma
has left town.
Okay, so yeah, you can roll to skirmish.
Okay. And then this is the roll that helps to reduce the heat?
Yes. So depending on what you roll is how much heat you will reduce. So there's not a fail state. It's just if you roll really low, you don't reduce that much heat.
Cool.
So yeah.
Five.
Okay. So for heat, a 5, 4 to 5 is 2, I think.
Nice.
4 to 5. So yes. So reduce your heat by 2.
Cool.
Cut today's heat in half.
Cool.
As some rumors very quickly begin to spread around town, that Doskvol is missing a redhead.
Can this snitch run like the newspaper kiosk? And then after she beats him up, can she go, "Give me those 2 books"? Thank you. All right, get out of here.
I'm at work. I'll just leave. My nose is bleeding. What I ever do to you?
Oh, it makes me feel bad.
You just let me
I know. Sid feels horrible. Barbara feels good that she also got the books. 2 birds, y'all. 2 birds.
One stone.
This is why we don't play evil campaigns.
Because we're really bad at it. I'm sorry.
We're really bad at being bad people.
I can't. It feels so horrible.
Oh, I was going to give you guys a faction point. That's the thing that I forgot to do. Somebody add to the crew sheet.
I got it pulled up.
Ink Row, which I'm sort of adding as its own faction here.
Ink Row. And that goes into our...
Let me pull the thing.
Where would I put that?
So you should have a list on your sheet somewhere of the different factions that you have relationships with.
Oh, it's under clocks. Okay, got it.
Just go ahead and add Ink Row
Okay.
down there. And put them at a +1.
Ink Row.
And there might be a better faction that I can attribute this to, but
Helpful.
because I think like the Ink Rakes is one, but I want to also include like the tattooists and stuff. Anyway, I'll figure it out. If I need to change the name, I need to change the name. But yeah, put them as a +1.
Okay.
Because Triss has now made it clear that they
We're cool.
expect something in return, but if you're going against the Blue Coats, they'll back you up. So that was what I forgot. Okay. That's done. Now we're done for real with that. So that's one of Barbara's downtime activities. Who else? Anybody know something they want to do?
Yeah.
Jemma's actually left town.
I'm definitely gonna indulge vice to
being
clear
criminals.
stress.
All right. So Bron, who's your vice purveyor?
Sergeant Velk at the fighting pits in Dunslow.
Sergeant Velk.
Doing some gambling.
Okay. So you have to roll
Okay.
to indulge. I don't know if there's a thing. Was there a thing on the sheet that just did it?
Yeah, there's a thing I just can click to indulge vice.
Okay. Well, then click that. Oh yeah, so you'll roll your lowest rating. Clear stress equal to the highest die result.
I rolled a 6.
How many do you have?
I have 6.
Oh, buddy. Okay.
So I cleared
Okay.
exactly.
So you
how much-
couldn't have gone over.
I couldn't have. That's why I felt very good about indulging my vice.
So that's
this
good.
time.
Okay. So you clear all your stress.
Sweet. Bron has a very relaxing time at the.
I guess you
the fighting
win.
pits. Yeah, I would imagine would have to. The roll like that. Yeah.
Okay, you have saved yourself from some trauma, probably next time.
Probably. Bron comes back relaxed.
Because it's
This is probably after
it's 9
the
stress
trip.
to get to a trauma.
This is probably after, and for Bron it's 10 now.
Oh, that's right. You have an extra.
Yeah. This is probably after the journey into the Deadlands and did all of that and came back and did some gambling and coming back to the boat whistling. Seems giddy.
Bron's smiling. It's
Bron
really
is
off-putting.
almost smiling.
Are you ill?
Hmm.
Yeah.
My,
You got fever?
no, my shoulder's a bit stiff, but
You look a little delirious.
can I not just be in a good mood for once?
No.
Statistically
It's weird.
speaking, I've never been so giddy.
I think it's great. Good for you, Bron.
I'm feeling a lot less relaxed now. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna add 1 stress to my box.
Oh no!
I'm gonna indulge again. I have no stress.
No!
All right. Bron, you clear some stress.
Yeah.
Gambling
that'll
halls. Or at the
be my
fighting
first
pits.
action.
Who else? Got time for like 1 or 2 more.
Gemma's gonna clear some stress.
Okay.
By sending people out for really expensive alcohol and having a bender at home
Okay.
and trying on all her nice dresses.
Okay. Jemma gets drunk and tries on nice clothes.
Mm-hmm.
That's overindulgence.
Oh my
Or
god.
oh no, hold on. 0 dice take the lowest result above. Or
No, for
you just said
indulging,
four.
you clear stress equal to the highest die.
Yep. And you only have 4.
That's okay. I'm just gonna be in my room for a while.
Okay,
Passed
so
out.
Passed out.
you overindulge and make a bad call.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Here are your options.
Okay.
Attract trouble. You roll for an additional entanglement,
Uh-huh.
like we did earlier. I'll put these in the chat too. You brag about your exploits and add 2 heat to the crew. That'd be the 2 you just got rid of.
Mhm.
Lost. Your character vanishes for a few weeks. Play a different character until this one returns from their bender.
She
when you
actually left.
But when you return, you heal all your harm, which I don't think you guys have any harm. Or you are tapped. Your current purveyor cuts you off, and you have to find a new source for your vice.
Mm.
We ain't getting you shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'll be tapped.
Okay, you have to find a
As
new
much as I would
vice
love
purveyor.
for Jemma to just be gone for a while.
Amazing.
As would we all.
Yeah.
All right, so think
Mhm.
about that. You are now gonna have to
Do
do
I
something
clear my
else or go somewhere else. Yeah, you still clear the stress. You just make bad decisions while you're doing it. Okay, so
A
you
normal Tuesday.
have to find a new vice purveyor. So think about that for next time, because your current one has cut you off. You're
Who
done.
was your vice purveyor this time?
That's a good question. Is it someone
It's
like?
on your sheet, right?
Oh, well, but I only have his luxury.
So where would
So-
you usually go?
Last time I went to a spa.
Which was Singer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So,
do you
I-
show up really drunk to the spa and they kick you out
Sure.
and you're not allowed back?
hmm That would be sad.
Yeah, Singer kicks you out. You gotta find somewhere else to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But yeah, you do clear your stress.
But you do have to go home because you're wanted right now. So
You
get
do
your
have
ass
to
back
go
home.
home. You do have to go home.
You actually do have to go home. Get
She
the fuck
walks
home.
back in the door. You guys didn't know she was gone, and she like kind of stumbles into the wall, finger guns, and then falls on the ground and passes out.
What the fuck? You were supposed. She's unconscious.
Goes over.
F's her up. Yeah, just
No
over the
prison,
shoulder.
aside from
busts
alcohol.
open her room door. Just throws her on the bed. Slams the door.
I'm just saying it would have been so funny if she had bragged and it
Got the
like
feedback.
gone around behind Barbara bragging about her exploits.
Oh, yeah.
And that heat just comes right back.
I wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't you?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't.
would.
And I didn't.
Gemma
That
would
would've
though.
been- Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Who else?
All right. I'm deciding which one to do first, whether I indulge vice or reduce more heat. Start with indulge the vice, which for me is faith.
Okay.
And so
Are you going to church?
I think that's the thing of like, normally Logan is a staunch atheist, except when things are shitty, and then he's like, you know, I don't believe in the gods except for all the bad things. And so it's like, okay, maybe if I go and pray real hard, they'll make our next job go better. But like,
Okay.
prays real hard.
Interesting.
Pray
Where
so
do you
hard.
go?
I pray
So-
so hard.
There are 4 listed in the vice purveyors here.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one we said is like the official religion, if any, of Doskvol.
I said, and then let me find it.
I think would be between. So there's House of the Weeping Lady and the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Oh yeah, that one.
Which one did we say? Hold on.
I have some issues with that
the-
one.
Yes, the state religion, if there is such a thing here, is the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Yep, so probably starting with that one. We'll see if I ever get tapped and have to move on. Though I do also, my frenemy is a priestess, but I imagine not necessarily, haven't decided what order they are part of. But let me go ahead and indulge my vice. 1.
Oh no! Well, you don't overindulge.
Yeah. But now I have to decide, do I indulge again rather than reduce heat?
It's up to you. We'll think
yes,
about
like
it.
Chad saying, go pray real hard at the Flesh Church.
Go pray real hard at the Flesh Church.
Interpret that as you will.
I can't put that one on a t-shirt.
The word flesh church.
Yeah,
Just
just.
I read it in chat. It didn't squeak me out too much. Saying it out loud.
Flesh
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, think about it, because I think we'll probably do the rest of them next time, because we're coming up on the end, and we don't want to get like halfway through something. So I think we'll call it there. Other than doing, is there any downtime stuff that y'all are wanting to do that's not off the list? Jemma takes a nap.
I think I can incorporate what I want to do with my second downtime activity. So I think I'm good.
All right, so hang on to those, and we'll start next time with the rest of our downtime, and then new target, new job, third job, job 3. Weird. Excellent. Well, okay. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're gonna do our end of session. Stir. Advancement. Here we go. Okay. So individual stuff. Review the XP triggers on your character sheet. For each one, 1 XP if it happened at all, 2 XP if it happened a lot. So everybody's got a playbook specific one. Did anybody do theirs?
Yeah,
A lot of talking to each other.
I
this time.
addressed a challenge with violence or coercion.
You did
I
do
yes.
some violence. Yeah.
beat up a kiosk owner.
You also knocked out a
for-
cop.
I did knock out a cop. That's 2. Hey, I almost forgot about that one. I was just so
Yeah.
casual. Huh.
I mean, it's, he was still under the effects of the drugs, but that was from last session.
Yeah.
I don't think that really counts.
Anybody else?
I lied. And I
Yeah.
threatened.
Yeah?
Well, threatening doesn't do anything for you.
Influence. That's a
Yeah.
form of influence.
I don't think I did any tracking or violence in this session.
Okay. So that's that one. I like, it doesn't matter if the action is successful or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I mean, we all kind of did one. It's like, okay, we're not actually
Yeah.
going to kill this guy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think everybody did at least once.
I'm gonna say I did mine multiple times with Bron's background and beliefs. There's
Yeah.
a couple different things.
Yeah, I think helping Simon is a...
Helping Simon and then doing the going to talk with Steiner. And
Yes, yeah, Steiner also. Okay. You struggled with issues from your vice or trauma.
Is indulging enough to count?
Let's see. Mark XP for this if your vice tempted you to some bad action or if trauma condition caused you trouble. Simply indulging your vice doesn't count as struggling with it unless you overindulge.
So
Gemma.
So,
Hi.
Jemma.
Hi, I'm Jemma.
I Jemma.
Woohoo!
Hi, Gemma.
I'm an alcoholic.
I leveled up. So I get a playbook advancement. Okay.
Unless you specifically leveled up one of your attributes.
No.
That's
I
a
just did it
reminder
in my
that these
playbook
can go in
advancements.
any track.
Cool.
I
Okay.
do have a quick question. Does Bron threatening the hallway full of people with a gun to get them to go back inside count as solving a problem with violence? I'm okay if no. I just wanted to. I was on the. I just remembered.
Would you
that
have
from the
actually
beginning of the
shot
session.
them?
If they had come out? Yes.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Might not have killed. No, probably would have killed them. But yeah, definitely would have shot them.
That seems fair. All right, let's do the crew. Okay. Crew specific XP trigger, which I think is do a murder. Let's see. Execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom operation.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
you did. Good job. So one for that. Contend with challenges above your current station. If you tangled with higher tiers or more dangerous opposition, which you did because the blue coats are a higher tier than you.
Right. Is someone filling these in right now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
We did.
Rep
Review
points.
crew's reputation. Mark XP if you developed a new reputation for the crew.
We
No?
did a new reputation.
Hmm?
I said I don't think so.
No.
Not a new one, no.
But you can do it anytime. 'Cause I think your reputation right now is, what is it? Ambitious. Oh, ambitious and nasty. So you can, if ever you guys want to add to that, you can, and you do
Yeah.
get an XP if that comes up. But you did bolster your reputation, so one for that. Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Did anything happen that highlighted the specific elements that make your crew unique?
I think there was some
Yeah.
conflict.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't 100% what we were going to do and had to deal with that.
Mhm.
And then assassins that didn't murder a guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Two of us very adamantly being like, no, we don't want to kill them. And
Nope, not killing this guy.
Jemma being much more in the just kill him
It
category.
would have been easier, is all I'm saying.
Potentially. We'll see.
Okay. So mark those down.
So that was 3.
4.
I got
Total. We got one for each.
You got.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll be putting them in.
Unless
Did somebody take
for
the
multiple.
2 heat off of the sheet?
I did. So we had been at 7. I brought it down to 5.
Oh, I'm still seeing 7.
I'm still seeing 7 on the sheet. Is
Oh.
what I am.
Did you ever close out your crew sheet?
I did. It doesn't like
Yeah.
me.
I got it.
There they go.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
So that's that. You guys are.
You know what I did? I'm
to
a
advancing.
dork. I took it away from rep, which is bad. So I'm putting the 2 back into rep now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a dork. Okay, so I just put the 2 back into rep. That's my.
That makes
You've
sense.
lowered our rep and left our
I lowered our rep and left our heat the same. I did good, right? I did good.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So that's that.
Yeah.
Yay. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. That was a lot of fun. We will be back next week, same time, same place, for the rest of our downtime and some new job of some sort. And also maybe a demon. Whoops. Not my fault. Demons follow this. Whatever game is in this slot, demons will appear.
Maybe I'll
Apparently.
finally get to shoot someone.
This one wasn't me.
Hey.
It was you guys rolling the dice. Yeah, so we'll be back in a week. Until then, we've got a lot of stuff going on the channel. D&D tomorrow night, or Strixhaven. Masks with the Squire Squad on Tuesday, and then the rest of our regular schedule the rest of the week until we come back around for this on Sunday. And after this, you can join me and Alex and LB on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp for some masks for Heroes in Training, where we're sort of coming up on the grand finale. very soon. So come hang out with us at 8:30 Eastern time. Anything else anybody wants to plug? Okay. Well, then we will see everybody in a week for more Doskvol's Dead. But until then, good game and good night, Internet.